Back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Be careful down in the comment section of the videos. A lot of spam, a lot of scammers. I will never ask you to contact me by WhatsApp or Telegram. I also do not invest money for my subscribers, so please be careful. Don't get yourself scammed. If you want to follow me when I'm not on YouTube, I'm going to ask you to go down to the description box, click on that Instagram link, Richard Fain Millionaire Instagram link, and give me a follow on Instagram, and then send me a DM. Let me know you're rocking with me so I can say thank you. Once again, get down to the description box, click on that Instagram link, Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor Instagram page. Right now, we got a little bit under 5,000 people on the new page. I'm still trying to get people over from the old page, which is Richard Fain 28, where we had over 90,000 followers. We're trying to get people over to the new page. So if you want to follow me when I'm not on YouTube, do me a favor, get down to the description box, click on that Instagram link, Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor. Website, www.richardfain.net is the new website. We've been up about 2 months, and over 150,000 of you guys have checked out the new website. I'm going to encourage more of you to go over to the website, www.richardfain.net. Second link down in the description box. Do me a favor, go check out the website. And then through the website, send me an email to let me know what you think about it, right? I got 10 digital products over there, and we're gonna be adding more products to the website as we continue to refine the website. But I thought it was best to start with 10 digital products that encapsulizes my YouTube channel, the main YouTube channel here. So that's what I wanted to do, to just try to start things out. Do me a big favor though, when you go over to the website, let me see, or actually email me, like I said, through the website, and let me know what else you'd like to see, right? You take a look at the digital products, but let me know what other products you guys would like to see that you think would be helpful in your journey to financial freedom. Remember, we want to have products and services over there that can assist you. I can't assist everybody, right? I'd love to, but I can't. So an extension of me is the website. So do me a favor. When you get over there, check it out and make some suggestions. Give me some feedback on what you would like to see on the website from a digital product standpoint, right? That's what I'm looking for. Hey, Richard, I looked at the 10 digital products. They're great, but hey, think about adding this. This is what I would like to see. And then we'll take all of that in consideration. And if need be, we'll make some changes. We'll make some additions because we want to grow this website. We want people to be able to come to that website and get whatever they need from a financial standpoint to help them get to the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So do that big favor for me. The next thing is the mentorship group through the website. If you want to be mentored by me, if you want me in your gang of 5, if you want me on your financial team, certainly the only way I'm mentoring on the internet right now is through my mentorship club. It's a paid membership, and it's through the website. You'll see a membership button or a join button, and that's where I'm doing the mentoring, right? That's where we're doing the 90-minute to 120-minute weekly Q&A live streams for just the private mentorship club members. We finished one last night. I was on there for 2 hours. We had a bunch of questions, and it's just a Q&A session where people can ask questions and they can get their questions answered by me using my 30 years worth of experience building wealth. So if you want to be a part of that, plus you got 600 other people over there who are headed in the same direction you are, which is financial freedom. So we have a good time over there. Right? But again, like I've always mentioned, you get out of it what you put into it. If you want to go over there and sign up and you just want to be a wallflower and not say anything, not participate, not get involved, then the experience is not going to be good for you, right? But if you get in there and just dive in, hey guys, I don't know much, but I'm just getting started in this journey. Hey, what's going on? Hey, here's some of my questions. Here's what I'm thinking. Hey, can somebody help me out here? And then that's where you get involved, because people will chime in and start giving you best practices and giving you little nuggets and tips. That's what it's about. But if you want to go over there and be a little wallflower, nobody gonna even know you're there, right? So you get out of it what you put in. And then of course you got access to me 7 days a week, 365 days a year through direct message on the platform, right? You can direct message me, guys, at any time, and I'm going to respond. Anybody in my group over there can tell you if they DM me, I'm going to respond, right? So consider that when you go to the website. Last thing we're going to do, and we're going to dive into this conversation about Broadcom and Nvidia and why it's such a great opportunity, in my opinion, to get rich. I'm about getting rich, guys. I don't know what y'all about, but I'm about getting rich. I'm about getting wealthy. And I'm trying to hitch my financial wagon to thoroughbreds that gonna get me wealthy. So this is the only reason listen, I'm not a stock picker. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to give you some analytical deep dive. No, I'm gonna go over some information that I've researched and I feel that was compelling to share with you guys. That's it. I'm just a regular guy, just like you, regular person. I'm not an analyst. But guess what? I'm gonna get rich. I know how to get rich. I've done it once and I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it a second time. And I'd like to bring as many of y'all along as I can. That's the reason I do these videos and give y'all my perspective on these companies. That's it, right? So, but how do I buy these companies? How do I actually buy the investment? I gotta have a brokerage account. And the brokerage account that I use is Mumu. Mumu is the first link down in the description box. You click on that Mumu link, they're gonna give you 5 free stocks when you put $100 in your new brokerage account. They're gonna give you 15 free stocks when you put $1,000 in your brokerage account. Now, this is a limited time offer, and you gotta make the deposits right away. They're saying, hey, I opened this thing 2 months ago, Richard, and I just put my $100 in. Where are my 5 free stocks? Well, you ain't gonna get them. It's a limited time offer, and it's put your money in when you sign up, and then you're gonna get them. Right? But that's the brokerage app that I'm using to do what? Quadruple my net worth over the next 10 years. And I'm going to be using that app to buy companies like Nvidia, Broadcom, right? Visa, MasterCard, Chipotle. Those are like the 5 individual stocks. Now, Broadcom just came on the radar. I just told people last night I wasn't messing with Broadcom. But you know something though, guys, that's the beautiful thing about being able to have a choice in this world. Last night, my thought process last night in the live stream for the club members was, no, I'm just gonna hitch my wagon to Nvidia and that's it. I just want one. But you know, after that, before I went to bed last night, I'm laying in the bed, unwinding, thinking about building this wealth, and I'm saying to myself, goodness, Richard, why would you be so narrow-minded? Don't be narrow-minded, man. Don't get stubborn. You're trying to build wealth. That means you hitch your wagon to any viable company that can build wealth for you. Why are you being stubborn on this Broadcom thing? Why don't you open up your mind and look at this thing and see if it's worth you put your money into to get some more wealth? And I said to myself, you're right. I'm an idiot. I should be closed-minded. I gotta get open-minded. So after the live stream, laying in bed, I decided, you know something, I'm gonna get my butt up in the morning. I'm gonna go do my walk. When I get back, I'm gonna dive into this thing and see what is this thing really about. And I'm gonna discuss it on my YouTube channel. So that's what I'm doing. So club members, I was wrong. Club members, I was wrong. I said I wasn't gonna do it. I was just in the video, but I was wrong. I'm gonna give this thing a real hard look. So thank y'all for bringing this on my radar, and enough of you had it on your radar that it's now on my radar. So thank you. That's why I tell you guys, I'm not an expert here. I learn from the people in my club all the time. They may not know it, but I do. I learn from it. And this is one of the things where they opened my mind to more than one AI company. And Broadcom is what they opened my mind to. So we're going to talk about that. My point in telling you that is because the way I'm going to be buying all of this stuff is through my Mumu brokerage app. Like I said, link down in the description box. Open up a Mumu brokerage account for you new people. I know some of you old vets and people are already out there that got your own brokerage accounts. You're doing your thing. I ain't talking to y'all. I'm talking to people who are brand new at this thing. I don't care if you're 18 to 80. 18 to 80. If you're brand new at this thing and you're looking for a brokerage account, you're looking for a brokerage app, a self-directed brokerage app, I'm using Mumu. If you want to rock with me, then you can use Mumu as well. I've already told you, get down in the description box and open it up today. Now I'm gonna give you one step better. You're gonna send me an email through my website, www.richardfain.net. Second link down in the description box is the website. You're gonna send me an email through the website saying, hey Richard, I opened my Mumu account. I funded my Mumu account. I need you to send me those Mumu tutorial videos you promised to send me because I'm brand new. I'm new at this thing. I don't care if you're 18 to 80. If you're brand new at this thing and you want some support, you want somebody that uses the same app to help you with support, with the tutorial videos, with your questions, then send me that email. Let me know you've opened a Mumu account. Let me know you funded it. You got to put money in it and you got to be locked and loaded and ready to go build wealth. I don't want to waste my time if people ain't ready to build wealth. I need people, I don't care if you don't know nothing. You don't need to know nothing. What you do need to do is be able to execute and find something that's more important to you than your fear. Don't let fear stop you from building wealth, guys, because it will. That's why 150 million people in this country don't got no retirement savings, because fear has stopped them from building wealth. That's why I get emails every day from people 50, 60, 70, 80 years old saying, Richard, I want to take advantage of the opportunity because I was in fear all my life and I didn't build the wealth that I needed to build. And I don't want to have to go back to work. If you're one of those people, click on the link down in the description box, open up that Mumu account. You ain't got to know nothing. I'm going to send you the tutorial videos, and then I'm going to send you my wealth transfer blueprint 1.0, 2.0 in video format, walking you through exactly what I'm buying. I've done all the homework. That doesn't mean I'm right now, but I've done the homework. So you don't got to go back and do no homework on these big boys that I'm buying. Now, you can if you want to, but I'm telling you, I've done the homework, but that doesn't mean I'm an expert, and that doesn't mean I'm gonna be right. I'm just telling you what I've done, and I'm putting a lot of money in these investments, guys. A lot of my net worth is in these investments. So if you're someone that's brand new, don't be intimidated. I don't know very much about the stock market either, but that doesn't stop me from getting rich. I'm just telling you, I ain't no CFP. I don't have no, I'm not a financial advisor. I didn't go to college and study economics. I didn't get a degree in advanced mathematics. I didn't do any of that stuff. I got a PE degree, but I still got rich in the stock market anyways, because it ain't about knowledge. It's about finding companies and then execute. That's what it's about. It ain't about you knowing everything. I don't know nothing. But I still built my wealth anyways in the stock market, 7-figure net worth in the stock market. And I don't have no degrees. I ain't got no letters before my name. I ain't got no numbers behind my name. I ain't got no certificates. I got nothing. And I did it all on my own. How did I do that? Picking good, solid, big boy, blue chip investments with proven historical track record. That's all I did. Do I know if Broadcom and Nvidia will go to the moon? No. But history tells me they will. That's what I hang my hat on. History. History says they go to the moon again. That's what history says. Present day says they go to the moon again. So I hitch my wagon to them. We're going to talk about that. But don't forget what I just told you, beginners. People are just rocking with me and getting into this thing. You don't have to be an expert. Don't let nobody tell you you do. What you do is you got to find information. Now, that information can come from an individual like me, or you can go out and find it on your own. It's on the internet. But you got to get information that you can trust, And then you got to make a decision. You got to make a decision you want to build wealth. That's all you got to do, guys. And follow the blueprint. Right? I'm following somebody's blueprint. I didn't create this blueprint on my own. It's somebody else's blueprint. I don't have time to spend hours and months and years trying to be an expert in the stock market. Who has time for that? I found somebody else's blueprint that worked, and I just used their blueprint. Now I'm passing it on to you. All right, so let's get going because we got a lot to cover. All right, so this is what I did this morning. I said, you know something? Let me take a strong look at this Broadcom. Because people got this thing on the radar. They all in the chat, over in the membership club, in the mentorship club. They're in the chat, right? Constantly talking about this Broadcom, right? Oh, is it better than Nvidia? Should I do it? I said to myself, listen, I'm already in Nvidia. I'm huge in Nvidia, and I'm gonna stay in Nvidia. But is Broadcom worth me putting my money into? And that's what I wanted to figure out. So I went in and just started doing a little digging around. And I ran across a pretty good article that was done on June 17th. It was just done. What's the date? June 18th? Yesterday? Yeah. It was, and here's the headline. Which is a better investment? Broadcom Inc. or Nvidia Stock Corporation? That's how they start. That's the headline. I was like, oh my goodness, this is exactly what I'm looking for. I don't got to do a whole lot of homework. Boom, they done it for me. See what I try to tell y'all? I'm not an expert, guys. I just go out and find experts who've already done the homework for you right on the internet. It's pretty easy. Go to Google, boop, 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 put a couple of things in Google. They give you all the experts. I ain't got to be the expert. I just got to go find an expert, right? And see what this expert says. Does it make sense? So here we go. Here's what the expert says about these two companies. Let's get started. Sitting through countless of stocks in the semiconductor industry can be tedious. See, sifting through. See, I like that. Sifting through countless numbers of stocks in the semiconductor industry can be tedious. It can be very tedious. I don't want to do that. I got better things to do with my time. So I go find guys like this. And sometimes two stocks are just too similar to judge which is the better investment. That's what's happening with Broadcom and Nvidia right now. If you know anything about Broadcom, they're at $1,800 a share right now. $1,800 a share. And they announced a 10-to-1 split, just like Nvidia did. Right? July 12th. That's the 10-to-1 split. $1,800 a share. Hey man, you don't get to $1,800 a share unless you got something going on for yourself. You just don't, a company just don't start business and then all of a sudden they're $1,800 a share without somebody thinking they're good. Somebody think they're pretty good at the $1,800 a share, pre-split. Okay, so here we go. If you're on the fence about investing in Nvidia Corp or Broadcom Inc. because you're not sure how they measure up, it's important to compare them on a few factors before making your decision. Read on to learn how Nvidia Corp and Broadcom Inc. compare based on key financial metrics. Determine which better meets your investment needs. Now, some of y'all are trying to figure out between those two. I'm not. I already know Nvidia's a 900-pound gorilla, and I'm already getting rich right now in Nvidia. I got in at $95 a share. It's already up to $130. So I got $35 a share upside. So I'm already 100 grand up on Nvidia. So I know that's gonna make me rich. I'm not worried about that. What I'm trying to figure out is, can Broadcom make me rich? I already know Nvidia gonna make me rich. I'm already $100,000 up, rich, and it's going up. The question is, can I piggyback on top of Broadcom after the 10-to-1 split, right? After the July 12th 10-to-1 split, can I come into that stock, piggyback them, and take that to wealth? That's the question I'm trying to get answered today. So that's why I'm digging into this thing. But for a lot of y'all are brand new. Y'all don't know who Nvidia is, or you don't know who Broadcom is. So for a lot of you guys who don't know anything about either, this is going to be a pretty decent exercise, but you got to hang in there, right? It's a lot of terminology, so I'm going to try to cut through all of that, but you got to hang in there if you're brand new and you're trying to decide, who am I going to hitch my financial wagon to? Which thoroughbred stock? Which thoroughbred stock can I hitch my financial wagon to get rich? Okay, here we go. About Nvidia Corp and Broadcom. So this analyst is going to give you a little bit about both companies, right? Nvidia Corporation is a full stack computing infrastructure company. Full stack. They do it all, basically. The company accelerates computing to help solve the computational problems. See, a lot of fancy words, right? They basically help companies with their hardware and their software on their AI platforms be better and faster and more efficient. That's basically all they do. They help companies become faster, more efficient, make more money, reach more customers through their artificial intelligence platforms. Let's take a company like Meta, who has 2.5 billion people on Facebook. That 2.5 billion people ain't in the United States all. It's all over the world, guys. So you gotta understand, a company like Facebook has to have an interactive large language system to interact with all these people all around the world. Guess how they do that? Artificial intelligence. Guess who provides them the hardware, GPUs, to do that? Nvidia, Broadcom, right? So here we go. The company accelerates computing to help solve the computational problems. The company's segments include compute and networking and graphics. Compute and networking segments include its data center accelerated computing platforms, networking, automotive artificial intelligence, cockpit autonomous driving, development agreements and autonomous vehicle solutions, electric vehicle computing platforms, Nvidia AI enterprise, and other software. Let's pause. So not only do they do hardware, but they also provide software. They're unique, right? They're unique that way. So this is just giving you a little bit about what Nvidia does. The graphics segment includes GeForce GPUs for gaming and personal computers, PCs. The GeForce Now game streaming service and related infrastructure and solutions for gaming platforms. Let's move on to Broadcom. Broadcom Inc. is a global technology company that designs, develops, and supplies a broad range of semiconductor, enterprise software, and security solutions. The company operates through two segments: semiconductor solutions and infrastructure software. The company's semiconductor solutions segment includes all of its product lines and intellectual property, IP, licensing, my bad. It provides semiconductor solutions for managing the movement of data in data center, service provider, and enterprise networking applications. Its infrastructure software segment includes mainframe, distributed and cybersecurity solutions, and its fiber channel storage area network business. It provides a portfolio of software solutions that enable customers to plan, develop, automate, manage, and secure applications across mainframes. Distributed, mobile, cloud platforms. Its product portfolio serves markets including cloud, data center, networking, broadband, wireless, and enterprise software. Big boy. Big boy, right? Big boy. So the latest semiconductor and Nvidia Corp Broadcom stock news. Now they're going to talk about the stock a little bit and the size of the companies. So as you can see, both of them are well trenched into the artificial intelligence world, right? With their product sets, right? I believe artificial intelligence is the future. I believe that the companies like Meta, companies like Amazon, companies like Alphabet, companies like Microsoft will continue to elevate their game by providing higher and more quality and more efficient artificial intelligence platforms. You got to understand, guys, Amazon has cloud services, right? They have cloud services. Microsoft has cloud services. So what I'm trying to tell you is these two companies right here are well positioned at the forefront of this AI revolution that's getting ready to happen. You're talking about a $3-4 trillion industry over the next 6 to 10 years. These companies are well positioned. So let's talk a little bit about their actual, the company, the stock, the numbers, right? Let's start. As of June 17, 2024, Nvidia Corp had a 3.2 trillion market cap. That makes them, I believe, the third largest company by market cap in the world, behind Microsoft and Apple. Nvidia's next, 3.2 trillion. My bet is over the next 5 to 10 years, they'll take that to over 30 trillion. That's what I'm hanging my hat on. That's how I get rich. They 10x this thing. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving here. So it says, compared to semiconductor median, so companies in that space is about 1.2 million. That ain't even close, guys. These guys are 3.2 trillion. Compared to semiconductors median of 1.2 million, right? So Nvidia Corp stock is it's about 200, over the previous 5 trading days, it's up about 207% in the past year. So it's up over 207% over the past year, their stock price, Nvidia. Currently, Nvidia's Corp's price to earnings ratio is 76.7. Nvidia's Corp trailing 12-month revenue is 79.8 billion, which is a 53.4% net profit margin. Year over year quarterly sales growth most recently was 262%. That was their Q1 year over year sales growth, 262%, right? So you can see Nvidia is serious. They are serious. They're profitable. They're a huge company, man. Huge company, $3.2 million. I mean, they control 80% of the AI market, right? Now let's go to Broadcom real quick. Currently, Broadcom's Inc.'s price to earnings ratio is 79.1. So it's actually right up there with Nvidia's, right? Trailing 12-month revenue is 42.6 with a 24% net profit margin. Slightly less, not slightly, a lot less than what Nvidia's is, right? Nvidia's 12-month revenue, trailing revenue is almost 80 billion. This company is about half of that. Broadcom is about half, right? Net profit for Nvidia, same time period, is 53.4% net profit. Theirs is 24%. So you can see Nvidia has double the revenue and double the profit, right? But that doesn't mean Broadcom is a bad company. It's just telling you Nvidia is in a whole, you know what I'm saying? It's just it's a step above when it comes to revenue and profit. But that's good information to know for me, right? As I'm trying to wade through this to see if this is a company I want to invest in. Year over year quarterly sales growth most recently was 43%. Nvidia was 262%. Theirs is 43%. Still good numbers, guys, good numbers. But Nvidia got like monster numbers. I mean, Nvidia did year-over-year quarterly growth of 262%. Broadcom, 43%. So let's see, it's all, for me, guys, it's all about the numbers. You know, yeah, people can say what they want to say, and I'm not saying Broadcom is not a good company. It is, obviously, it's $1,800 a share. But my point is, when you look at the numbers, side by side, guys, when you look at the numbers, you're talking about $80 billion in 12-month revenue, trailing 12-month revenue for Nvidia compared to 42 billion for Broadcom. When you talk about profit on that 80 billion, Nvidia 53.4% net profit margin. Broadcom 24.1. Right? So all I'm trying to get you to understand is you got to look at these two and say to yourself, wow, you know, the numbers, Nvidia is crushing them. So how we compare Nvidia Corp and Broadcom stock grades. So now they give them a grade. They give the stock a grade, right? And they take you through all this stuff that they do to give them a grade, right? I mean, it's a lot of different metrics that they go through. We're not going to get into all of that because it's just a lot of terminology, right? So we're not going to get into that. But what we will do is we'll go down and let's get what this company, the quality grade winner. So they're going to give you their grade. Let's sum it up. As you can clearly see from the quality grade breakdown, Nvidia Corp has a better overall quality grade than Broadcom Inc. So this particular analyst here concluded that the stock grade, the quality grade of the stock itself, Nvidia is better. As you can clearly see from the quality grade breakdown, Nvidia Corp has a better overall quality grade than Broadcom. For investors who are looking for companies with higher quality than others in the same industry, Nvidia could be a good stock to add to their portfolios. However, it's important for investors to analyze multiple factors based on a wide range of metrics before deciding whether to buy. Now, they gave Nvidia for earnings estimate, they gave them a B. They gave Broadcom earnings estimate a D. Now, again, that doesn't mean Broadcom is bad or good. This is just one opinion. Earnings estimates revision scores consider the magnitude of a company's earnings surprise in its last two reported fiscal quarters. Often, positive surpasses beget further positive surpasses, right? At least continued sales growth. The exact opposite is generally true too. So the earnings estimate revisions for this company, what do they think? They think at this point, Nvidia has a better stock grade than Broadcom. But that doesn't mean Broadcom is not a great company, because obviously it is. It's a growing company. Now, when you look at Broadcom's market cap, they're a little bit under 900 billion. Their market cap is about 900 billion, right? And obviously Nvidia's market cap is like 3 times that size, 3 times. So for me, when I'm looking at these two, comparing apples to apples, just being in the same AI space, obviously for me, Nvidia is the winner. But that's just, I'm not an expert at this. I'm just going off of what one analyst said. But for me, they're 3 times bigger. They got more revenue. They got more net profit. They control more market share in their niche than Broadcom does. So, but again, that doesn't mean Broadcom is not a monster, because I think it is. So let's talk a little bit about that. So Broadcom hits fresh record high after stock split announcement, right? So let's read a little bit more about Broadcom, because I think for me and for my viewers, a lot of you guys have already heard me talk about Nvidia, and you know what Nvidia is. For some of you new people, you're just finding out what Nvidia is. Hey, I got videos over the last couple of weeks. You want to go back and check some of them out. It'll give you a fresh perspective and give you more information about what I think the opportunity with Nvidia is. And we'll still talk about that a little bit, but I want to give you a little bit more background on Broadcom. Shares of semiconductor maker Broadcom, ticker symbol AVGO, continued rising Monday, setting a fresh record high and extending a stretch that began with last week's earnings report, which included the announcement of a 10-to-1 split set to take effect next month, right? Broadcom shares have surged over the last year as it has been a beneficiary of artificial intelligence related boom across the stock market. Analysts have voiced optimism about Broadcom's business outlook in recent months, calling the company a top 2 AI pick. Well, you know who the number 1 AI pick is? Nvidia. Top 2, you know who number 1 is, that's Nvidia. Because of its capability to make custom AI chips. Chip maker as well, right? So last week earnings, stock split announcement fueling gains. A number of analysts raised their price targets for the company following last week's earnings report, saying the company is a critical piece to the growth of the AI industry, along with other tech heavyweights like Nvidia and Alphabet. So you got to understand, guys, you got to always have a competition, right? You got to have companies pushing each other. And that's what you got brewing here, right? You got the 900-pound gorilla, you got the baby gorilla. I call it a baby gorilla because Nvidia is 3 times its size. And it's killing it in revenue, it's killing it in profit. So that's not something that's not a fact. It is a fact. They're 3 times as large as them, and they got more revenue, and they got more net profit. Those are facts. That's not me being biased. Those are facts, right? Go look at the numbers. AI-related revenue made up about a quarter of Broadcom's $12.49 billion in revenue for the second quarter. Nvidia did $24 billion. No, actually, it did about $26 billion. They did 12, Nvidia did 26, right? In their second quarter. And the company also raised its revenue targets for the full fiscal year. Broadcom's stock will split after markets close on July 12th. That's when, guys, I will be buying Broadcom, is after the split. I'm not going to buy it before the split. I'm not paying $1,800 a share for it because it's not number 1 in its industry. I can't do that. I'll buy it and take a gamble on it and take a risk on it when it splits 10-to-1. So let's say it closes on July 12th at $1,800 a share. And then when the market opens up the next business day, it's trading at $180 a share because of the 10-to-1 split. That's when I'll buy it. Right? But I'm not going to buy it before. For me, it has to be the number 1 player in the industry, and it's not. So for me, I'm going to wait until the 10-to-1 split happens, and then I will take a flyer on it. I don't know what it'll do. Let's see if it can perform and build itself back up to something that can make me rich. I can buy $180 a share. Over the next 3 to 5 years, it can get to $500 a share. I get rich. I'll take a flyer on that, right? I'll take a flyer on that. So let's keep moving. Broadcom's stock will split after markets close on July 12th, with shareholders of record on July 11th receiving 9 additional Broadcom shares for each share they own. Now, some people will take advantage of that and go ahead and buy it now. And ain't nothing wrong with that. It depends on your strategy, right? My strategy is I've already picked the 900-pound gorilla, and I put all of my weight into the 900-pound gorilla. I can't have 2 of them. So the only way it makes sense for me is I can't buy it before the split because I have too much money in that and Nvidia, which will upset the balance in my portfolio. I can't have more than 20% of my portfolio in individual stocks. The other 80% of my portfolio has to be in index funds and ETFs. So I would upset the balance if I bought it prior to the split. So I'm not going to do that. We're going to wait till the split, and then boom, I'm going to throw a flyer at this thing and I'm going to be done with it. I'm not going to dollar cost average into it. I'm just going to take a big chunk of money, throw a flyer at it, day of the split, the next business day that the market opens after the split, I'm going to throw a bunch of money at it, and I'm just going to let it sit there and see what it does over the next 5 years. That's my strategy. Your strategy might be dollar cost average. It ain't nothing wrong with that. It's not my strategy. My strategy is take money out of my cash reserves, put a sizable amount of money at $180 a share or whatever that price is, get me a bunch of shares cheap, and hopefully cross my fingers that this thing will continue to run. Now, that may not be a good strategy for a lot of y'all, but that's the strategy I'm gonna use, because you gotta remember, I already got the 900-pound gorilla, which is Nvidia, which I know that's gonna be a sure thing in my opinion. So I'm not worried about the investment I make in Broadcom. I mean, hopefully they'll do okay. If not, I take the L. I ain't mad. I gotta take a risk, guys, if I wanna get rich. I'm gonna take a L every now and then on my way to getting wealthy. I'm not gonna get wealthy without taking some L's. I'm not saying I'll take a L in Broadcom, but if I do, I'm protected because I got the 900-pound gorilla, plus I got 80% of my money in ETFs. S&P 500, information technology, 80% of my money is already protected in those two ETFs. So I got a little bit of opportunity to take a little extra gamble, and I'll take that extra one-time gamble on Broadcom. I'm gonna throw a bunch of money at it, and I'm just gonna wait. Again, not gonna dollar cost average. I'm gonna throw a bunch of money at it, and let's see what it does over the next 5 years. But that's the strategy. That'll be 3.0. We'll put that in 3.0. So we got 1.0, 50, 30, 20. We got 2.0, which is Nvidia by itself. We got 3.0, which will have Broadcom, we'll have Chipotle after its 50-to-1 split, and then we're gonna have Visa or MasterCard, one of the two in there. So in 3.0, those will be the three stocks in 3.0. It'll be Broadcom, it'll be Chipotle after the 50-to-1 split later this month, and then we'll have Visa or MasterCard, one of the two. I haven't decided yet, but that'll be 3.0. So you got the three blueprints, 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, right? That's what we're rocking with. That's what we're gonna rock with. Let's keep moving. Companies pursue stock splits for a variety of reasons, as the move is a way to issue more shares without affecting the company's overall valuation. The split lowers a company's stock price, which can improve its liquidity by increasing trading activity. That's what I always said it does. And most companies will do that when they're red hot. Like Nvidia, they were red hot coming off 4 quarters of triple-digit everything. They're red hot. They want more activity on their stock. They want more investors, which increases the liquidity, right? So they do the 10-to-1 split. These guys are red hot right now too. So they want more investors. They want more liquidity, because as that price goes to $1,900, $2,000, it gets out of the realm of a lot of people. They can't invest. So what do? They do the 10-to-1 split, bring the price back down so your average everyday investor can get in there too. And that's when I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon. So that's why they do splits. When they're red hot, they split the stock. It doesn't affect the valuation of the company, but it allows more investors in turn can create more liquidity. Several other large companies, including Chipotle, Nvidia, Walmart, have announced stock splits in recent months. Broadcom stock was on pace to close higher for a 7th straight session, up 4.3% to 1,809 by 12:30 on Monday, which was yesterday. Shares are up more than 60% in 2024. Monster. That's what I'm banking on. I'm banking on over the next 5 years, can the stock go up 100%? So if it's 180 in 5 years, can it get the what? 360? I just doubled my money in 5 years. That's the way I look at it. So I throw a one-time flyer at it, stick it in Blueprint 3.0, forget about it. Don't even look at it no more. Now, if they start spiraling, then I'll look at it, because I got to get my money out of there. If they start spiraling, but I don't think they're going to spiral. I think this AI thing is here to stay, guys. It's the future. It's progress. We cannot stop progress no matter how much we want to stop it. We can't. We cannot stop progress. So I think it's the future, and I think Broadcom is right there positioned, but we'll see. Art investing for all. Just last month, okay, we ain't even worried about that. So that's what we got on Broadcom, guys. You know, let's take a look at them. Let's take a look at both companies today, and let's see what they're doing. So you got right now, you got Nvidia up. Nvidia is up $2.24, guys. You got to understand, a week ago, this thing was trading at $120 a share at the split. It's up 100. Listen, man. Listen, guys. Yeah. So Nvidia's up. It's up. Like I said, by the end of the summer, it'll be $150 a share. By the end of the summer. I can tell you this. When they have their earnings report that comes out on August 28th for the second quarter, this stock gonna go crazy, because they're gonna have triple digits, everything again. They're gonna beat all expectations again. These people are forecast to do over 100 billion this year. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying, I got my investment already in it. I'm dollar cost averaging in. Plus, I got the big chunk I put in, the pre-split. I'm positioned. I just believe this company, Nvidia, is just a monster. Now I know some people will say, "Well, golly, their insiders cashed out 700 billion. Why wouldn't they cash out 700 million? That's a smart thing to do. Hell, all my wealth is tied up in this company. I gotta take gains at some point. What do y'all want them to do? Just leave it in there for eternity? I ain't mad at them because they took 700 million out. Insiders. Why would I be mad about that? The company is worth 3.2 trillion. You think anybody gonna miss 700 million when the company's worth 3.2 trillion? Come on, guys. But this is the type of stuff we try to get boggled down in the manure. Ooh, what did the founders, what did the insiders, what did the executives take 700 out? Why wouldn't they? All their wealth is tied up in this company. All their wealth is tied up in this company. At some point, they got to take a liquidity event. Nothing wrong with that. That's standard practice. Standard practice. Nothing wrong with it, guys. So don't get tied up in that. The headline, Nvidia insiders cash in rally as their shares top 700. Listen, who cares? Who cares? Take a little money out. You got a $3.2 trillion market cap. That's like pennies when you got that type of market cap, guys. Right? When you got that type of market cap, that's pennies. $700 million is pennies. It won't affect nothing, right? So let's not get hung up in that, because I know that's what I'm gonna get some questions. Well, why did these people take money out? Why? I would have too. Let my little pot of gold at the end of the rainbow get to 2 or 3 million. I'm gonna take some too. I'm taking mine too. Why wouldn't I? The whole point of me being in this thing is to make money, not to be in it for the rest of my life. I'm going to take money if I get profit, period. I ain't mad at these people. I'm not mad at these people. Stock price is killing it, 133.41. It's up. It's already up $13 a share from the split last week. Up $13 a share. A lot of you guys are already in the money. You got an opportunity to cash out, take your profits and move on if you want to. If you bought, if you got in. Some folks got in at 117 when it slid down. Day one, it slid down Monday, June 10th to 117. A lot of people got in at 117. So you'd be up, a cool $17 a share right now. So there's money to be made. There's money to be had in this stock. And Nvidia, I think, is going to continue killing it. I think August 28th, before August 28th, I think I'm going to put another sizable amount in, because I'm going to catch the wave, because I know the wave is coming. They hit them earnings for the second quarter, when they announce it on August 28th, this thing gonna go ballistic. So I'm gonna catch that upside, is what I'm saying. So that's why I tell y'all as investors, you gotta start looking for the catalyst. The catalyst, the next catalyst for a big jump in this stock for Nvidia is gonna be August 28th. By August 29th, this thing is gonna be going through the moon. That's my opinion. You guys have to do your own fact check and your own research, but my research says everybody is saying that they're gonna kill the second quarter. Everybody is saying they're gonna kill it. Based on what they got in the pipeline and what they've already done, they are saying they're gonna kill the second quarter. They're saying they're gonna do about 25 billion in revenue. I don't know. We'll see. Let's take a look at what Broadcom is doing today. Broadcom is down by $31.25 today. Now, see, this is what I have to get people to understand, because Nvidia went through the same thing. Leading up to the split, the stock got volatile. Why? Why is the stock being volatile right now? You got people betting against the stock, and you got people betting for the stock. You got people short positions on the stock, and then you got people traditional positions on the stock. So people are jockeying, trying to make money off this thing before it splits, guys. They did the same thing with Nvidia. So if someone's out there saying, man, this thing is discounted $27 today, when we know, if you take what happened with Nvidia, the day, that Friday before the split was going to happen, that Friday, it ran up. So I think this will run back up. But right now, you got a $27 a share discount for somebody that wants to buy Broadcom and get yourself positioned for the 10-to-1 split. You got a $27 discount because the stock price is down by $27 today. This might be a discount for somebody to jump into this thing and get a good position in before the 10-to-1, because this thing could run up to $2,000 a share by July 12th. And then you're like, oh God, I should have got in at 18. So I don't worry about that, because I know the money for me gonna be made when it runs itself back up for the second time, right? So that's where you're at with Broadcom today. They're down $27 a share. That could represent a buying opportunity for somebody who believes in this company and believes, hey, why not get a better position before the split? Because typically it may run itself back up higher than this $1,800 a share right before the split. If I can get in now, instead of me getting in at $200 a share after the split, maybe I get in at $880 a share pre-split. Because once it splits, that's what you're going to be at if you buy it today, right? Your cost basis is going to be $180. Everybody else's cost basis could be $200. So that's how you can make some money today if you buy it, right? But I've already made my position in Nvidia like that. So I'm not going to make two positions, because I'll upset the balance in my portfolio, and I can't have more than 20% individual stocks in my portfolio. That's just my rule of thumb. That's what I live by. So I got to stick to that. I can't get caught up in the FOMO or the here we go. Here are their quarterly financials. And this was for April 2024. Yeah, revenue 12.49 billion, 42% profit margin. Net income was 2.12 billion. Actually, the net income was down. Diluted EPS was down. Net profit margin was down. So definitely ain't killing it like Nvidia, because if you look at Nvidia's, if we go back and look at Nvidia's quarter, let's see Nvidia's quarter. Nvidia's quarter was 26 billion in revenue, 26 billion in revenue, and 262% year-over-year increase in revenue. Net income, 14 billion compared to 2 billion for Broadcom. So revenue for Nvidia was 26 billion. Broadcom was 12 billion. Net income, for Nvidia was almost 15 billion. Broadcom was 2 billion. Net income was up 628% for Nvidia. Broadcom's revenue was down quite a bit. It was down quite a bit. It was down by 45%. I'm sorry, 39%. So both good companies. I think, you know, of course, I don't believe Broadcom represents the same opportunity as Nvidia. I don't. But I do believe it represents an opportunity that I can throw a little money in and maybe double that money over the next 5 years, because it's in the AI space. And it is one of the leaders in that space. So for me, it's definitely not Nvidia. Let's get that straight. All this comparing the two, not even close, right? Not even close. Just look at the financials. Look at the financials. Put these financials side by side. Just look at them. They're not even close, guys. So this notion of, oh, is Broadcom better? No. Let's stop that. Stop. No. Just look at the numbers. They're not even close to being better. So my point is, is it good enough for me to double my money though? I won't quadruple it, but could I double my money? Let's say I put 100 grand in it, right? Let's say I put 100 grand in it. Could I double that 100 grand in 5 years? I think I can in Broadcom. I think I could double it in 5 years. Is that a good enough return? Yes. Yes, it's a good enough return for me. Because the rule of 72 says that if I get a 10% rate of return over a 7-year period, I double my money. So if I can double it in 5, that means I'm getting higher than a 10% rate of return. That's perfect for me. I'm okay with that. Because I know I'm a quadruple my money in Nvidia. So that's where the quadruple come in. I'm gonna have a smaller investment in Broadcom than I have in Nvidia. I'm gonna have a huge investment in Nvidia. I already got a huge investment, but I'm gonna double that investment. So I'm gonna have a huge investment in Nvidia, but I'm gonna have about 100 grand in Broadcom. I'm gonna put 100 grand in on the first business day after the split, and then I'm gonna forget about it. You know, watch it look at it every now and then, but I ain't gonna obsess over it. And I don't recommend nobody obsess over this stuff, right? So let's take a look at what's going on in the overall stock market today. Let's see what's happening in stocks today overall today. Get an idea of kind of what's going on in the market right now. We do know we had a retail sales data that came out. Right? And I don't think it was good news. I haven't looked at the report, but I don't think it was good news. But here we go. Here's the headline. S&P 500 is little changed as investors attempt to shake off weak retail sales data. Check this out, guys. For you new folks in here, I know you've been listening to me talk about Nvidia. You've been listening to me talking about Broadcom. You've been listening to me talk about the opportunity that I believe I have an ability to get rich in both of these stocks. If you're brand new, 18 to 80, and you want to take advantage of this information, but you don't know how, all you got to do is go down to the description box, click on that Mumu link. It's the first link. Click on that Mumu link, open up your new Mumu account, put $100 in there. Mumu's going to give you 5 free stocks. You put $1,000 in that brokerage account, they're going to give you 15 free stocks. Now, those free stocks are not going to be Broadcom and they're not going to be Nvidia, but that's okay. Whatever they give you, they're free, right? The real opportunity is when you put that $100 in there and you put that $1,000 in there. Now you're in a position to buy Broadcom and Nvidia if that's what you want to do. You don't have to. You can buy whatever you want, but you've been listening to me walk you through why I believe these are really great opportunities to get me rich, build my wealth, get me out of the rat race, get me off the hamster wheel. I don't want to be on the hamster wheel when I'm 70. I don't want to be on the hamster wheel. For some of you guys, you shouldn't want to be on the hamster wheel when you're 40. Let's say if you're an 18-year-old and you jump all over this thing and you just work, you just grind for 15 years. Delay gratification, right? Pump every dime you can afford to into investments like this. Potentially in 15 years, man, at 37 years old, 36, 37 years old, you could be retired. If you're 18, 20, if you're 25 and you run at this thing for 10 years, by 35, you're retired. If you're a 70-year-old and you're saying, hey, I'm getting a little worried, I got about 5 years, I want to build some wealth, I want to pass on some stuff to my family, I want to pass on something to my church, to my favorite charity. I don't want to have to go back to work at 75. I got a little money, I want to multiply this money. This is an opportunity, but that's all it is. It's just an opportunity. There's no guarantees. I'm putting a lot of money on the line here, guys. There's no guarantees I'm gonna get it all back. But what's my option? What's my option? I can be scared, not do anything, and then I get to be 70, 75 years old, I gotta go back to work because I ain't got enough assets. So security ain't gonna take care of me. Y'all do know prices ain't gonna get no cheaper. Everything go up every year. What the Federal Reserve is trying to do is to cap how much things go up every year. But they're going up every year. Eggs are gonna go up every year. Milk is gonna go up every year. Electricity is gonna go up every year. Yeah, it is. The key though is my money gonna go up higher than what my utilities go up? Is my money gonna go up higher than the cost of my eggs going up? Is my money gonna go up higher than the cost of my medical deductibles or my medical supplement or my medical care goes up? That's the key. See, that's the key. This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a way to hit your financial wagon to investments that could 5x your money, 10x your money. No guarantees, but what is your other option? Sit there with your fingers crossed and hope that it don't happen to you? Is that the game plan? I hope not, guys. I hope that ain't your game plan. I hope that ain't your game plan. That's not a very good one. Your game plan, in my opinion, should be similar to my game plan. Look at these companies, figure out if these companies give you an opportunity to double, triple, quadruple your money and get you out of harm's way financially. That's what you should be doing. Now, for you new people, you beginners, 18 to 80, and you're gonna need some help getting this thing off the ground and running, you gotta get down to the description box and click on that Mumu link. Open up that Mumu account today, and then you're gonna send me an email through my website, www.richardfain.net. Second link down in the description box. You're gonna send me an email and say, Richard, I don't know if this thing will work, and I understand it's my decision, but I gotta do something, because the alternative is not real good. The alternative of me doing nothing is not real good. I do not want to be in a position where I'm compromised financially down the road. I need to get my wealth up. So send me them tutorial videos for that Mumu brokerage app. I need the tutorial videos because I've already pulled the trigger on it. I got my money in there. It's locked and loaded. I just need to learn how to use this app, and I need a little guidance. And that guidance is going to be my wealth transfer blueprint 1.0, 2.0. I'm going to send those videos to you. You can look at them. And if you want to, you can copy my plan. Now, y'all know I went on record and told y'all I'm not your financial advisor. Y'all know I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a get-rich guru. I'm not. This thing gonna take some work. But see, that's why you gotta get yourself around people like the people in my mentorship club through the website. Get yourself around me, the people that are gonna encourage you, talk you in off the ledge. Because when this thing go red or the stock market go down 20%, you're gonna be on the edge. You're gonna need somebody to walk you back in and tell you it's gonna be okay. That's gonna be a guy like me. And people, the other good people in my mentorship group. We're gonna bring you back in, pat you on the back, let you know it's okay. Don't worry about it. This is not unusual. And then if you want to, we'll talk about the investments that you got. Again, guys, I'm not your financial advisor. I don't invest money for people. I'm not an expert, but I will lend my experience. I've been doing this for 30 years. on my own. Can't nobody take that from me. Am I the richest guy in the world? No. But guess what? I ain't got to worry about no money. I'm living in my dream house. I'm driving my dream cars. I can do anything I want to do when I get up in the morning because I own 100% of my time. I ain't got to worry about what eggs cost. I ain't got to worry about what gas costs. Why? I paid the financial price for 30 years and built my wealth, so I'm protected. I ain't got to rely on no other human being to do nothing for me when it comes to income. I rely on human beings to bring me joy, the camaraderie, relationship, but money, I ain't got to rely on nobody for no money, man. Why? Because I paid the price. Nobody gave me nothing. I grind for 30 years, built my knowledge up, executed on that knowledge, and built wealth. I'm telling you, you can do this. These next 5 years, guys, can change your financial life forever. But you got to get out your own way. You got to stop hanging around all these negative Nancys. Oh, girl, what are you doing to that guy on YouTube? He's just trying to scam you. See what I'm saying? A scam would be, hey, guys, get down in the description box. I got a $3,000 course that I'm going to teach you and guarantee you to get rich. That's the scam. You don't see nothing like that down in my description box in my videos. You don't hear me talking about no get rich quick ever on this channel. I tell people all the time, you're going to go through some financial pain if you want to get to that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Get your mind right so when you run into that financial pain, you know how to get out of it. I tell people that all the time. I tell people all the time, I'm not a guru. I'm not an expert. I'm just a regular schmegular guy. But I know how to execute. I know how to make money. I know how the stock market works because I made a 7-figure net worth in it. Yeah. And all the reason I'm telling you that is because, guys, anybody can do this who decides to. Because you don't have to be an expert. You just got to follow certain blueprint, certain rules. Get your mind right. So if you're 18 to 80 and you're looking for a way to multiply your wealth, get down in that description box, click on the Mumu link, send me the email. Once you open your account, put your $100 in there, 5 free stocks, $1,000, 15 free stocks. You're going to get them little free stocks. We're going to move them to the side though, because that's not going to get us rich. Them little bit of stocks that they give you ain't going to get you rich. What you do after you make that deposit in your Mumu account is what gets you rich. What you do over the next 5 years when you open that account and the money you decide to put in there and execute, that's what gets you rich. The next 5 years, it's what you do, not what I do, not what your neighbor does, not what your kids do, what you do. That's the reason I'm here every single day providing you with information to help you make a better informed decision on building your wealth. That's all it is. It's an opinion. But I got a track record to back up my opinion. And I'm not here to try to get rich quick on you. I never talk about that. You notice I don't talk about crypto, and if I do, it ain't in a good light. It's not in a good light because I think it's a pump and dump. Now, can you get rich in crypto? Yes, but you better know what you're doing. The average person ain't gonna get rich in crypto because they don't know what they're doing. It's a pump and dump. People that know what they're doing in crypto and they buy in on the dump and they ride it to the pump, they get rich. But most of us do it the backwards way. We get in on the pump and then sell on the dump. That's the wrong way to get rich in crypto. But that's what most of us do. We get in at the $69,000, $67,000 a coin, and then the thing go to dumping, and then we get out and we done lost money. We do it backwards, right? We already know day trade, Forex trade, options trading, 1%. 1% of the people that try that make money. The other 99% lose money. That's why traditional investing, guys, is your best way to get rich. Traditional investing. All the rest of that stuff, you're wasting your money. Of course, that's my opinion. So get down in the description box, 18 to 80, who needs help All you experts out there that don't need no help, hey man, keep doing what you're doing. Hey, you ain't the one I'm talking to, right? I'm only talking to people that actually need help. People that think they know everything, they already got it all buttoned up, they're doing well, they're already rich, they're already millionaires, they already got big yachts, they're already flying private jets, they already got 5 homes. I ain't talking to you. You already rich. I'm not sure why you're in my chat, but you already rich. So I ain't talking to that group of people. I'm talking to the people that are trying to actually double their net worth. They're trying to get wealth and they need help. They need somebody that's going to be on this platform 365 days a year, 7 days a week. They need somebody that can go get into their private mentorship club and be able to talk to. You can talk to me every day if you want to, if you're over there in my private mentorship club. Now, there's a $15.99 per month fee. I ain't trying to sugarcoat nothing. But I'm telling you, for what you get for that, it's laughable. You're going to get access to me every day if you want to. My time is very valuable, guys. I charge $500 for 1 hour of my time, and I'm booked. So the little $15.99, come on, really? So all I'm telling you is figure out something to get you where you need to get to, guys, because I'm telling you, this time is running out on you. It's running out. It's running out. Do not sit around and procrastinate and allow fear to steal your financial freedom. If Social Security is what's taking care of you, you ain't financially free. If that's all you got. It's not. You need assets. You need assets that generate income. Oh, I own the house free and clear. That's perfect. I love someone that owns their house free and clear, and that's okay. But that house you own and free and clear is not going to take care of you. It takes money out of your pocket every year, not put money in. And I get it. That's most of where our assets are, is in our home. But you got to understand, guys, unless you rent that home out and it's generating income, it's going to cost you money in retirement because you still got to pay property taxes. You still got to have property insurance. You still got to have repair and maintenance. You think any of those things getting cheaper? They're not. They're going up. None of that stuff is getting cheaper. Have you looked at your tax bill lately? Have you looked at property insurance lately, especially if you stay down here in Hurricane Alley, down here in southwest part of the United States, southeast part of the United States. If you're in the southeast part of the United States, you're in Hurricane Alley. Have you looked at your flood insurance policy bill? I know in the state of Florida, FEMA told the people in the state of Florida, listen, this 25% discount we're giving y'all for flood insurance, oh, that's gone. So now you got a 25% raise in your flood insurance. That ain't even your property insurance. That's not even your homeowner's insurance. That's flood insurance. How many of you think people in retirement right now can afford to pay 25% more on their flood insurance policy? How many people you think in the state of Florida can pay 20 to 25 to 30% more for homeowners insurance? How many people in the state of Florida do you believe can pay 30, 40% more in property taxes? And this ain't just Florida, guys. It's all across the country. Those things ain't getting no cheaper. So your Social Security benefits ain't gonna cut it at some point. You got to build some wealth where you got real assets that actually generate income to take care of you. That's what we're talking about today. So if you're 18 to 80, none of us are safe unless we got assets. For you people that need help and need a support group and need somebody that you can trust, all I'm telling you, man, is figure it out. I'm not the only person on YouTube you can trust. There are other great people on YouTube that do great things. I'm just one of those guys. If it ain't me, go find you one of those guys or gals that you can actually trust. And you'll know, right? You'll know if it's just a money grab, because down in that description box, you're going to see a whole bunch of stuff that'll tell you exactly what you need to know. Trust me. You will see a whole bunch of stuff in there. You notice I don't talk about anything on my YouTube channel but my website and my affiliation with Mumu and Weeble. And those are because I use Mumu and Weeble. Yes, I have a referral relationship with them. But I don't sell y'all nothing else. I don't try to sell y'all all kind of stuff under the sun. No, I got my website because that's what y'all asked for. A lot of y'all asked for me to create a website. That's why I did it for 3 years. I didn't even have a website. For my first 2 years on YouTube, I didn't even do nothing but just make videos. So my point is, go find you somebody that you can trust to help you get to freedom. It's okay if you don't know everything. You don't have to, guys. Just go find you somebody that you can trust, that has your best interest at heart, and latch on to that person, right? Latch on to that advice, that opinion, and help you get to your freedom. Because guys, you got to get to freedom. You got to get to wealth. You got to have a level of assets to be your safety net in this financial life. 18 to 80, you can do it. It's never too late until you're not breathing no more. That's the way I look at it. If you ain't breathing and you're under the ground, that's when it's too late. But as long as I'm here and I got sound mind and I got income and that I can invest to multiply, it's never too late. But again, I love working with beginners because beginners are open to information. I don't have a problem with working with these so-called experts or people who know what they're doing. I don't have a problem with that either. But I have a passion for people who don't really know what's going on and they need somebody to help them, because that gives me a sense of purpose. See, that's where my purpose is. My purpose is helping those who haven't been helped. My purpose is helping those who lack financial literacy. See, my purpose here is not really to help experts, because all experts want to do is disagree with you and tell you why you're wrong and they right, but they're on your platform. See, that's all experts want to do. They just want to sit here and try to argue with you about what they doing is right, but they're on your platform. That's why I'm saying, for me, it's about the people who need my help, right? My channel is for everybody, but I really concentrate on the people that are the most vulnerable financially. I love when I get these messages from middle-aged women and a little bit older women, a little bit older men who say, hey, Richard, I've been watching you. I don't understand all what you be talking about, but I do want to try to get to this wealth thing. I got kids, I got needs, I got a lifestyle I want to live, and I want to live it to the fullest. Can you help me? That's why I do YouTube. That's why I have that private mentorship group for these single moms, these single dads, these families, whether they be a complete unit, these families that want better for themselves, but they lack financial literacy and they're looking for just a guide. They're looking for somebody that's trustworthy. That's where I come in, and I hang my hat on that. I'm not trying to use people. That's not my thing on YouTube. My thing on YouTube is finding enough people that want to get to freedom and they're open to learning how to get there. Not follow my direction, but just open to information and are willing to get outside their comfort zone and execute. That's who I do this for. And this is why I'm on here every single day, because I'm trying to reach those people. That's who I'm trying to reach. I'm not trying to reach the experts or people who want to argue with me about, okay, you said this in the video, but actually it's this. I'm not, listen guys, okay, you win. Maybe I said something wrong. You win. Okay, is that what you're looking for? You win. You win. Okay, I said ETF when I should have said index fund. You win. You said that stock price was this, but it's not really that. You win. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. You said Broadcom was not good as Nvidia, and I disagree with that. Okay, you win. You win. That's not why I'm here, guys. I'm just here to give you information. If you don't agree with it, fine. Do whatever you want to do. See, that's why I'm saying I try to concentrate on the people who say, listen, I'm just trying to get somewhere. And if you can give me some nuggets, I'm okay with that. Those are the people I concentrate on. So like I said, 18 to 80, get down that description box. Do what you need to do. Do whatever you need to do. If you want to open a different brokerage account somewhere else, go ahead. No problem with that for me. The problem is I can't help you with a different brokerage app because I use Mumu. So I can't help you with a Vanguard app. I can't help you with a Charles Schwab app. I can't help you with a TD Ameritrade app. I can't help you with a Robinhood app. I can't help you with any of those apps. I don't have tutorials for those apps. I use the Mumu app. So if you want help with the Mumu app, that's where you go down in the description box and click on that link, put your money in there, get you some free stock, and then send me that email through the website, and let's go to work. Let's go to work. Let's say we're going to give it 5 years. Of the consumer following weak retail sales data. The broad market index rose less than 0.1%, while the NASDAQ composite dipped 0.1%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average lost 40 points or 0.1%. All right? Guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I see somebody here saying they can't hear me. Can you hear me? Is the audio back? All right, I got somebody trying to beep in on Instagram, of course. You know I use my phone to do the video. Somebody just trying to beep in on Instagram, trying to freaking live chat me or something. It's just I gotta get my technology game better, man. Because boy, these people, I tell you, boy, these phones, you can't use these phones, but people beep in and try to call you all at the wrong time. So I apologize about that, guys. But the audio is good now. Can y'all hear me? Okay, good. So let's keep moving. And then we're gonna get out of here before somebody else try to call me. All right. The broad market index rose less than 0.1%, while the NASDAQ composite dipped. The Dow lost 40 points. So retail sales were 0.1% in May versus the 0.2 growth forecast by economists polled by Dow Jones. Sales rose 2.3% on year-over-year basis. So not so good news, because you got to understand, yeah, they want retail sales to slow a little bit, but not that much, because if they slow too much, that affects the economy, right? It kind of affects the economy. So we got to be careful with retail sales. We don't want it out of control, but we don't want it to grow less than what the economists want it to grow, right? So without the consumer, this bull market is going to stall out. That's what I'm talking about. So the retail sales numbers are really important, guys. We don't want them out of control, but we want them still growing, because that's what fuels the stock market. That what fuels everything, right? So without the consumer, the bull market is going to stall out. So investors need to see more consumer spending and not a material slowdown. So they want spending on the necessary things you need to spend on. But we don't need the excess spending, which then runs inflation up. So it's a fine line there, guys. We want necessary spending, not unnecessary spending. And the stock market needs that, right? We need that in order for this start of this wonderful bull market we're getting ready to go on over the next 10 years. I call it 2.0, because I think the original bull market started in 2009, and I think it's been a bull market ever since. But this is 2.0, a reboot of the original, right? This is a reboot. So that's what I think. Without the consumer, this bull market is going to stall out, so investors need to see more consumer spending and not a material slowdown, which this report could be indicating, said Chief Economist Officer and Independent Advisor Alliance. Treasury yields fell following the retail sales report, crushing stock prices a bit, with investors hoping for some economic slowing to spur the Federal Reserve to cut rates. Nvidia continued its march toward record-setting highs, gaining about 1%. Some semiconductor stocks rose in sympathy with Qualcomm and Taiwan Semiconductor last up at least 3% each. Microtechnology gained 6%. Those moves follow a positive session on Wall Street that propelled the S&P and the NASDAQ to all-time highs and record closing levels. So there we go, man. Stock market is still coming right along, doing fine. We still ain't out of the woods yet. We got to keep on doing what we're doing, right? We got to keep on spending, not recklessly, but on things that we actually need, right? Let's spend on things that we actually need, not overspend on things to make other people wealthy that we really don't need. We don't want to do that. We do want to spend, but we want to make sure we spend on things that we need so that we can keep our economy good and sound, right? Because we want this bull market to continue. We do not want to stall this bull market out right now. We want this thing to continue. We want the S&P to get to 6,000 points. We want the NASDAQ to get to 18,000 points, 20,000 points. We want the Dow to go to 40,000, 42,000, 45,000, because every time we see that incrementally jump, guess what's happening to our money that we got in these companies? It's jumping. Every time I see the S&P go up to another 100 points, my S&P 500 ETF SPLG, my money just went up 100 points. Every time I see the NASDAQ jump, FTEC just jumped. Every time I see Nvidia add $1 per share, my wealth just jumped. I go from $95 a share all the way up to $133 a share in a matter of 2 weeks. You know how much net worth that is, guys? That's not a net worth gain in 2 weeks. We got to keep this thing going. My question to you is, are you going to get in the game or are you going to stay on the sideline? Are you going to get in the game or stay on the sideline? That's the question. Are you going to sit this one out? Or do you want to get in the game and be a part of this great run we're getting ready to go? You want to be a part of this great dynasty, like the 1990s when the Chicago Bulls went on that 6th championship run. That's what I'm talking about. You want to stay on the sideline or you want to be on this championship run? You got to answer that question. I can't answer it for you. You can sit on the sideline, be a spectator and be a cheerleader, or you can get in this game and actually get the trophy, actually get the championship ring. It's on you. You can be a spectator with pom-poms, or you can get in the game, be a part of this thing, get on the team, get you a trophy, get you a championship ring, and get to that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. That's up to you. That's in your hands. I can't make that decision for you. For me, though, put me in the game, coach, and give me the ball. I want to take the last shot, coach. That's how I'm wired. I want to take the last shot. I want to be Michael Jordan for a little bit, right? I want to be Michael Jordan for a little bit. I want the ball in my hands, coach. That's why I'm out here picking these stocks. That's why I'm doing my ETFs. That's why I'm building my wealth exponentially. That's why I'm making a huge financial commitment to my wealth. I'm not going to be doing stupid stuff with my money. I'm making a huge financial commitment to my wealth. Put me in the game, coach. Do you want to get in the game? It's up to you. You either going to be in the game or you're going to be on the sideline with pom-poms. That's up to you. And ain't no shame if you want to be on the sideline with pom-poms. But 5 years from now, don't be sitting around asking yourself, oh, why I ain't got no wealth? What happened? No, you had an opportunity. You just decided to stay on the sideline and cheerlead. That's all. You just didn't get in the game. You just decided to stay on the sideline and be a cheerleader. Now, ain't nothing wrong with being a cheerleader, but me, I want to be in the game. Put me in the game, give me the ball. I want to take the last shot. Up to you, man. Up to you guys to figure this out. I'm here to help you if you want me to. But like I say, you got to get over to my website, www.richardfain.net. You got to join the paid private mentorship club. Yeah, it's $15.99 a month. Ain't no shame in my game. But the value you're going to get for that is what you put into it. If you get over there and be a wallflower and don't never participate in nothing, they'll never do nothing, then it's going to be wasted money. But if you get over there and immerse yourself and become part of the culture, start asking questions, be inquisitive, be helpful, be complimentary, join the private 90-minute live streams we do every Monday when you can, right? Read the posts, because I'm always putting stuff in the posts that help folks get to their freedom, whether it be videos, whether it be articles, whether it be me trying to provide encouragement through video. It's always there, guys. It's always a constant flow of people helping each other over there. Then it's just a small, it's nothing. But if you, like I said, if you get over there and you just want to be a wildflower and be a complainer, yeah, it's not going to be worth it, right? So get over to the website, check out the digital products, www.richardfang.net. Second link down in the description box. Check that out. And then make that commitment to yourself and to your family. Make a commitment to you and your family that you want to be a part of a group that's going in the same direction you want to go, which is building wealth. And get yourself over there and be a part of it. And then, like I said, if you do want to use the Mumu brokerage app to get yourself going in this great opportunity to build wealth through paper assets, get down to the description box, click on that Mumu link, open up the Mumu account, put your $100 in there. They're going to give you 5 free stocks. Put your $1,000 in there. They're going to give you 15 free stocks. Move those to the side and then send me an email through the website and say, hey, Richard, send me those tutorial videos on the Mumu app so I can learn how to use it. And then send me your wealth transfer blueprint 1.0, 2.0, so I know what you're doing. I know all the ticker symbols. I know everything. And I know exactly why you're doing it. What's your rationale behind it? I need help. I'm new. I'm eager to learn. I'm eager to execute. I just need a little information and a little guidance. And then what you're going to do is once you get all that information, you go through it. And if you still got questions, you got to be a part of my membership group so you can direct message me. Richard, hey, I'm part of the membership group. I went through the videos. I'm ready to rock and roll. Do got a few questions. And I'm going to say, hit me with them. Let's rock and roll. You got me. You can email me every day if you want to. 10, 15 times a day. It doesn't matter. Why? Because I'm retired. This is all I do. I own 100% of my time. So I got time. And I love communicating with people on in the mentorship group, especially through direct message. I love it. I love the people that take advantage of that opportunity. I love that people say, you know something, I'm watching this guy. Let me message him if I got a question. I can always go do my own research too, but let me get his opinion on it. So do that. Utilize me as a resource, but you got to do it through the mentorship group. I'm not doing it just as a standalone on Instagram, some standalone email that come through. No, not doing that no more. So appreciate y'all, man. I'm going to get on out of here. It's about 12 o'clock. Got a lot more things I got to get done today. Got to get over to the private mentorship club and see what's going on over there in the community chat. I got a couple things I want to put up a post, just some information for them, and then just see what's going on. Got people in the DMs, I'm sure, that I need to respond to. It's been a pleasure, man. I appreciate y'all. Sorry about the volume thing, the people, tapping in, calling in. I try to silence all that stuff, but for some reason with these phones, man, they just do whatever they want to do. I done silenced everything, but yet they still let somebody from Instagram try to buzz in on me. Don't get it, but thank y'all for your patience. Appreciate you. I'll be back tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. So if you want to have some more information, tomorrow we're going to talk about Tesla. I keep saying that, but tomorrow is Tesla Day. So if you want to hear about Tesla and what's going on with Tesla and why I believe Tesla is getting ready to be a rocket ship, come back tomorrow. We're going to talk about Tesla tomorrow. We're going to talk about Tesla. We're going to talk about a little bit of Elon Musk tomorrow. Well, appreciate you, man. Hey, get down in the description box, click on them links, do what you need to do, get yourself in a position to build this wealth. I appreciate you locking in with a thumbs up before you get out of here, guys. A lot of y'all have locked it in, but I need some more y'all to lock it in. Appreciate the super chats. Whoever gave me the super chats, thank you so much. I always appreciate those. So thank you for rocking with me and supporting me, because that's basically what it is. You're supporting me. You don't have to, but you are. So thank you so much for supporting me. I really, 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 really appreciate that. Thoughts become things. See it in your mind. Hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. Stay healthy. Get wealthy. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.